Hi, this is Carlene LeMay with C2 Accounting and Business Support. And I want to tell you a story about a friend named John. John has a small business, and like most of us, he has moved to using a card for most of his business purchases. A lot of those purchases are made on a debit card associated with his bank account. However, he also has two credit cards that are strictly used for business purposes. So while John has achieved step number one of separating his business from his personal finances, he has stopped at that point. He has not entered any of his business transactions into his accounting software ever. John says he hates data entry. He has so many receipts that he has to go through, and it just becomes this overwhelming task. So, I try to explain to him and to others like John that yes, if you ignore the mundane yet very important task of entering your business transactions into your accounting software, it becomes this thing, this mountain that you have to overcome. And for some people, it becomes just overwhelming and they don't know what to do. So if you're like John and you find yourself falling behind and on entering your expenses, what can you do? Well, I will say technology. Use technology that is available to make your life easier. And here is one quick tip that I would like to give you today. If you are already using accounting software, or if you have accounting software but you're not actually using it, you can actually connect your bank account to that accounting software. All the major accounting packages, QuickBooks, Xero, FreshBooks, Wave, all of the big players allow you to connect your bank account to your accounting software. And what that does is it allows you to download instantaneously the transactions that hit your bank account. So as purchases are made on your card, and not only your bank account, also your credit card. So I want to make sure that you're clear. It's your bank accounts and your credit cards. So as purchases are made, those transactions are downloaded from the bank or credit card company onto, let's just use QuickBooks for an example. Then you would go in, and all you have to do is just categorize it, tell the software what that expense was for. But here's a really, really cool part that a lot of people don't take advantage of. You can create rules in most accounting software. So you can tell the software that, for example, when a purchase comes through and the vendor says it's Verizon Wireless, it's going to be cell phone expenses or telephone expenses or whatever you have it categorized as. And it will automatically categorize the transaction. And you can also tell the accounting software to automatically push that transaction through to your register so you don't ever have to touch it. Now, if you want to see it before it pushes, you can kind of just stop and let it, and you can go in and verify the amount and then hit send. But yes, you can do that. So you've just saved yourself a lot of trouble, because think about how many of the purchases that you're making that are recurring. Every time you go to, for example, if you are a construction company, you go to Lowe's, it's going to be building supplies, for example. And so these are transactions that are happening over and over again. So why not use the technology that's available to reduce the amount of data entry that you have to do? And that's a quick tip. I will say that this is the after the fact method. So you will have to hold on to your receipts, because those receipts are not recorded in QuickBooks, but it is a way for you to not get so far behind and to be able to kind of manage transactions as they come through your bank account. So what should you do if you're already 4 months, 5 months behind on entering transactions, and you know that you need to get caught up, but just the thought of like sitting down and tackling 200-300 transactions is a bit overwhelming? Give us a call. We're here at C2 Accounting. We are a management accounting firm, and we could do something called a cleanup project with you and your business. We can get you caught up and kind of get you back to, a starting point, a fresh slate, so that you're comfortable, you're at peace, and we give you the training so that you can now tackle this on your own, but we'll be here to support you. So if you are like John, don't be afraid of entering transactions. Let technology be your friend and keep up with it. And I will say one last thing is that Your personal financial story definitely has an impact on how you handle your business finances. So if you're not used to entering transactions in your personal life, if you're not used to tracking those kind of things, it is going to be a little weird doing so for your business. But with anything, once you have a system in place and you make it a habit, it becomes a lot easier. We can help you with the systems. We can't help you with the habit, but we can definitely make it a lot easier for you. Again, this is Carlene LeMay with C2 Accounting, and our tip for this week is to use technology to make entering your expenses a lot easier. Have a good one.